Now, yesterday I spoke about my great intentions for the year. One of them was to start journaling in the hopes that, I might, start reaching some goals I have, but it's fallen flat on its face as I haven't even journaled once. So I wanted to delve into this whole concept. It's rooted in this concept of the law of attraction. Basically says it will allow us all to live a more abundant life. So I want to get more of an understanding of what that actually means. I'm joined on the line now with Pallavi Prasad, who is the author of Bedtime Prompts and is also a Reiki and pranic healer. Pallavi, great to have you on the show. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm also very good.
Now, I understand that you have been practicing manifestation for well over a decade. You're also a conscious mindset coach. So I feel you're going to be the person to help us navigate what we mean when we discuss this whole idea of journaling, but also of manifestation. If it's something that puts people off, what would you say? What does it all mean?
Manifestation is living your life to fullest. It's about manifesting every part of your life, your health, your relationship, having a good life, having a good day. And sometimes we cannot control our thoughts because we have so many million thoughts. That's the reason we need to know how law of attraction works, how our thoughts have energies, and how they work. And that's the reason it is important to journal and reflect back through your day and to see which parts of the day did you really enjoy and how can you create more of those memories for you, more of those moments for you, so that becomes a part of your life. That is about manifestation. You build your day one step at a time, one moment at a time, and that becomes your life altogether.
So when you say that, how do we put this into practice? Is it a case that you should be spending an hour every night? Because goodness me, that's a time I don't have, and I think a lot of people don't have. Or is it spending a couple of minutes a day? How should this work?
The best time to practice your manifestation techniques is the first thing in the morning and the last thing before bed. And it did not take half an hour or 1 hour of your time. It just needs to take a couple of minutes to 10 minutes max. That's enough. When you wake up in the morning, when you don't touch your phone, you just think about what you want to do today, how do you want to make this better day, and be grateful for all the things that you already have. You're already manifesting in your dream life. And before sleeping, that is the best part of the day to manifest. Because the last 10 minutes of your night is very important. Whatever you think about in the last 10 minutes manifests through the night because your subconscious mind is awake all through the night. So if you give it a positive thought to think about, or if you give it a gratitude full of thought to think about, or think about the dreams that you want to manifest in your life and sleep away, your subconscious mind is working all through the night to bring it to your life. That is a science, actual science. So that is the time to journal and think about your day. What would you like to improve? How many times do you want to connect with yourself? What is the things that brings you joy? If you think about all those things and clear away, it's the best thing to do.
I mean, that's not too bad, 10 minutes just before you're going to bed, before you're going to sleep. It's doable, really, is what you're saying, Pallavi.
Yes, definitely. The bedtime prompts is based on this. I say it only takes 10 to 15 minutes of your time. And so 21 prompts to think about what you want, who is the person who brought you joy, think about all the things that, brings you love and joy, really.
Something I'd like to add into this whole conversation, Pallavi, is, in London, we are such a busy city, constantly thinking about the next thing, where we need to go, who we need to meet, what we need to do. And you add into that mix something I'm really conscious this year to discuss, which of course is the fact of the matter that the cost of living crisis has not gone away. And in fact, I think it's fair to say as we start the year, it's actually been exacerbated quite extensively for many people because of Christmas and all, the amount of additional spending you do inevitably end up doing. With all of that in mind, as a Londoner, what are 2 or 3 of the main prompts that you should be thinking about then before you go to bed, which will help when you have got a very busy lifestyle, when you are thinking about paying the bills, when you are constantly thinking about the next project of work that you've got to do? Because it's great to have gratitude, but sometimes there's a lot that can weigh heavy on the heart, Pallavi.
Yes, that's definitely true. I have something called I have a little book in which I've written all things that bring me joy. It may be little things like eating a little chocolate, and all the things that bring me joy, all the people who bring me joy. I have put a set of pictures and set of pictures of places I have been to and memories of things. So what it does is when I browse through those pages, it instantly uplifts me and it is raising my vibration right there. So sometimes it's not just about gratitude. Sometimes we try and push ourselves to be grateful for when we're not really feeling good. So what does it make you happy? What makes you really happy? What memories make you happy? When you start looking at those pictures, they are very effective. That's the reason people create vision boards to remember things and move forward from there. So definitely a book with pictures or people who make you happy. Sometimes you forget simple things like calling up your parents, for example. I am very far from my parents, miles and miles away. But when I call my parents, I'm really happy. So when I think about them, it makes me happy. So that is something that you need to be keeping handy in a place where you can easily access. That is definitely one of the things. And I'm not sure how this resonates with you, but crystals are really good. I use rose quartz, and we are always surrounded with technology, mobile phones and iPads. The phone is always constantly ringing. This is all not really healthy for us because it's got EMF. And those radiations are not good for us because they're 24/7 all around us. So I keep black tourmaline as a crystal and below my pillow. Okay. So what it does is it reduces almost kind of EMFs from my body and my energy, and it sets a tone for my night before I sleep in.
I've heard a lot about, crystals actually, and it's not something to laugh at. You're absolutely right. It's become hugely popular now, isn't it, to have crystals such as rose quartz. I haven't heard of the one that you just mentioned there, though. Sorry, can you repeat that?
Black tourmaline.
Okay, black tourmaline. And that's something that it just kind of sets up your day?
So it removes the negative energy from your surroundings, right, and the EMFs from your surroundings, the mobile phones and all sorts of EMFs that is around you. Sometimes we don't realize even the lights, the Alexa, everything has electromagnetic.
Don't you tell me. People constantly say things like Alexa and other apps that are constantly listening. I mean, it's a fair point. I've got to be honest with you. I do sleep with my phone next to my bed. I have now started to kind of keep it on the other side of the bedside table, but I'm slowly inching towards putting it at the end of the room. It's going to take me time, Pallavi. I'm not going to deny that. But that's what you're talking about, isn't it? It's those small incremental changes, which we can all do.
Yes, definitely. And also, before you sleep, how many people, I would like to ask, look at the sky and sleep. That is the best practice ever. When you look at the sky, it is so beautiful. And it is reassuring that, every night has a day. There's a fresh new beginning every single day and a fresh new opportunity when you wake up in the morning. So it's not just the end of the day. It's a time to relax and, put everything away from your thoughts, all the negative things from your thoughts, all the exhaustion from the day away, and then start a new day.
I have to tell you, you're a breath of fresh air, Pallavi, and it's one I've not thought of. I'm going to do that tonight. It's a simple one, but literally look up out of the sky before you go to bed. Because most of us, you're right, we look at the phone first, don't we? And it's about changing those moments. So people can go to positivepowercoaching.co.uk, can't they, for more details?
Yes, definitely.
And they can get more details for your bedtime prompts as well. Thank you for joining me today. I will be looking at the sky, Pallavi. I promise you I will do that. Thanks again. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Lovely speaking to you. Isn't she great? Pallavi Prasad. Go to her website for more details, positivepowercoaching.co.uk. Instead of looking at the phone, why don't you do that tonight? Look up at the sky before you go to sleep.